Hey guys, it's me Bowser64. I'm so happy you're joining me for another video. Today we're going to talk about the Windows 10 Pro Insider Preview Evaluation Copy Build 10130. And I'm going to go over some of the main features in this build. There's actually a lot that's changed. One of the main features that you're going to notice is that this build is so stable. In fact, it's so stable that it actually seems as if it would be the RTM version instead of a preview version. So we're just going to jump right into the goodness here. So first of all, obviously you've got the start screen back via the start menu. This is an option. You can enable a full screen start menu like you had in Windows 8, as in it is a start screen essentially. But over here you have a hamburger icon. You click that, you can see you've got all your apps. It looks a lot like you're used to in Windows 7 and Windows Vista, of course, although, you know, Vista may not be everyone's cup of tea. And as you can see, you have all of your recent documents and recent actions and stuff like that that you can click on and do stuff that you need to do. This is all about productivity, and it's clear that Microsoft is taking our ability seriously, that we want to do things on our computers rather than just click through a whole bunch of menus. They've really made it very, very easy. Down here you can see File Explorer is right here. You open it, you can see it just brings up everything like you would expect. And you know, you go to this PC, it looks pretty much the same as you're used to in Windows 7 and Windows 8 even. In fact, it's more akin to Windows 8 than Windows 7. But, you know, it's just really great to see how simple everything has been made. Now, let's go back to the Start menu again. There is an option in settings as well, which we're going to go into right now, that you can take this menu and you can actually make it a start menu sort of experience, or you can make it a full screen experience like it was in Windows 8 and 8.1. Now, the option to do that is in personalization. So we're going to click into there in personalization. You can go down into where it says start. And here you can see all these behaviors. And it says use full screen start when in the desktop. We're going to go ahead and turn that off. And then you go down here and you press start. And as you can see, it's a little menu that you're used to in Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, and pretty much every Windows before that, even down to Windows 3.1. So yes, we are here. And one of the main features that people have been requesting is the ability to resize the start menu. And that is now possible as well on both planes of movement. So you can resize its height as well as its width. So there you go. It also snaps, so that makes it easier to get the size you want. Like in Windows 8, you can title each of your categories that you're placing your apps in or your tiles in, so that you know where everything is and what's what. Also, you have, like I said, this menu down here. This menu is permanently extended if you have the start menu option selected here. And so you can see that there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do. Now here's power down here. Sleep, shutdown, restart, and I'm sure you have hibernation somewhere if you enable it. It's kind of hidden in the settings. And then you have all apps, which is basically all programs and programs as you would find in Windows 7 and Windows XP and all those good things. So you can see I have a whole bunch of junk installed, and well, it's not junk, it's all useful of course, but you know, I just have a whole bunch of stuff on here. This is one of my favorite games ever on Windows 8. I would definitely recommend trying it. And yes, I have some very kick-butt audio editors and, you know, video editors and beautiful, beautiful software that runs on beautiful, beautiful Windows 10. So basically, nothing's really changed. One of the main things that's changed as far that I should really mention is that the icons for everything that you do basically are now round instead of square like they were in Windows 8, Windows 8.1. So I don't really understand why they're doing that, because it doesn't really reflect the idea of the tile being square. And hello, this is Windows. It's supposed to be rectangular like a window. And sometimes that's one issue in this build. If you open the start menu too rapidly, too many times, you can't get it to re-extend after a while. So I don't know why it's doing that. We're going to go ahead and turn the full screen start menu on again. and see if we can get it back. Now, I don't think we can that way. There's one thing we can do, and that is, well, I'm not really sure. See, that was just the weirdest thing. You have to click on the taskbar to bring up the start menu. There you go. So anyway, we're going to click on the hamburger menu again, go back into all apps, and I want to show you guys how everything is categorized. It's very similar to Windows 7, but it's even better because look at this. And this is going to cause a glitch to occur that I am very much aware of, and I'm sure that Windows team is as well, that when you click these jump lists by letter, it extends this, right? Yes, right now this looks like it's supposed to. Say I want to go to G. Now, well, it didn't do it that time. How awesome. Except, usually it does it after. Well, it's nice that we know how to bring up the start menu again. I don't understand why. Where did the start menu go? It's so lost. I'm so confused. This is sad. Oh my gosh. This is like why I'm in therapy. What the? Where did it go? Oh, like I said, guys, preview software not finished. That's why it says evaluation copy build 10130, because it is not finished by any means. There we go. Whew. We're doing a video here. Please don't fail me. Okay, and next we're going to go into the apps and show you guys basically what's new as far as the apps. You got your music, as you would expect. It looks nothing like the one in Windows 8.1. Well, I take that back. It does look a little bit like it, but it's also very refined. I found myself using the music in Windows 8.1, and I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? I don't even know how to use this. I prefer Windows Media Player, even over this. And now I'm kind of forced to reevaluate that opinion because, you know, you have a whole bunch of stuff here that you can do now, and it's very easy to get to. So anyway, you can explore this on your own. If I went through everything in this app, it would take forever, and I would really drive up my time limit on YouTube, and I don't want to keep you guys here longer than you want to be. Even though I am going to provide subtitles to jump through this video, or annotations that will take you to certain points that you want to hear about. So we're going to go back to the start menu because it's just where you get to everything. It looks very much like a start screen in Windows 8, but it looks very much like Xbox, which I love because it's great how they're marrying the Xbox and Windows together to perform one awesome symbiotic thing that just, it looks the same across your devices. It's beautiful. It's so much better than anything I've ever seen Microsoft offer before. I'm very excited about it. Now, two main apps you obviously want to see probably are movies and TV and Xbox. So we're going to go get ahead though and get those out of the way first. So here's some footage for my YouTube stuff actually. You might actually have seen some of these videos in, you know, some of the videos I've uploaded recently. They're little Easter eggs at the end, but yes, you get the point. And I might play some, but I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and do this and see if it opens it. It should, but we're just going to test it out and see. I think it crashes. Yeah, see, it's very unstable. It's not really ready for prime time. So we're going to go into Xbox. This is the new Xbox app, which is designed mostly for Xbox One, although it does work with other things like Xbox 360, of course. And it tracks your achievements, your messages from your friends. You can start and stop, you know, parties and stuff. I'm sure you can do that. And you can also capture DVR, game DVR, which is a new feature they're bringing to PC, that you can capture game footage on your PC and share it to your Xbox friends, or vice versa. And it just makes it really easy to get to all that. So, this is basically what it looks like, and like I've said before, you will definitely have the time to try this for yourself. I'm just showing you what it looks like, and basically if you see anything different, that has happened. So, shoo-ba-da-ba-doo-be-dee-bee-boo-bee-boo. Welcome to the People app. I don't See, it just crashed. It's so unstable right now. The other thing is Windows feedback. It's here so that you can provide your feedback to Microsoft, what you like, what you dislike, and there will be little things that pop up now and then that say, how do you like the quality of this build of Windows? And you can rate it 1 to 5 and add some additional feedback as well. So as you can see, you have tons of feedback people are sending in. These are all me too's of how many people have the same issue. They thumb it up, and basically it's a way of ranking which information is most relevant to Microsoft and what they need to change, and vice versa. So that's what that does. And the Insider Hub is just like, well, Get Started is a cool app, but it's not finished either. We're going to go ahead and open Insider Hub. The Insider Hub is the place to go to get missions from Microsoft that show you what's basically new in each build and that you want to try out. Little features that really marry the Windows experience with something awesome. So this looks totally different though than I've seen an Insider Hub look before, because the one in previous builds looks nothing like this. But anyway, I don't know how to really use this one because this is very, very different. I had no idea it would look like this. I haven't even opened it before I did this video. So, and how? Oh good, we're only 13 minutes in. Pretty good length. And as you can see, Bowser, King of the Koopas. And I've got tons of stuff. So I provided a lot of feedback and I've gotten a lot of upvotes in total, but not so much per little feedback that I've actually, submitted. So I don't really know, but basically what the point of this app does, it shows you what's new and it shows you how to try it out, and you get points or good at whatever's for doing that. Sorry, I have something in my throat. I need some animal crackers. The store is beta stage now, and what that means is that it's awesome because it's like the next version of the Windows 8 store, which is much, much improved, and it's much more functional and easy on the eyes. One thing though is that the top part of it does scroll left to right, while the bottom part scrolls from top to bottom. And for some weird reason, I can't seem to get these icons to move so I can look through them. I guess I just don't know how to use the interface yet, but I do know it's possible somehow. Probably with the arrow keys, but nope, the arrow keys aren't doing anything. Like I said, preview build, a lot of things are not finished, but you can see definitely the idea that they're going for with the improved store. Here's your downloads, and this is a really great experience of how to track all this stuff. When you're downloading something, like for instance, we're going to update something right now. When you're downloading something, it'll say acquiring license, and then it'll do the download, and then it'll install. This is a much greater improvement from Windows 8, because in Windows 8 it would just show a progress bar and you would have downloading and installing, and that was it. And you just had to kind of guesstimate how far you were from getting your app installed. So now it's more clear and you have visual cues that let you know what's really going on. Now this is your Windows Live account, or your Microsoft account now as it's called in 2015. You can get to your purchase apps, your library, your downloads, or you can sign out and adjust settings for the Windows Store. Although there aren't really many settings yet that can be adjusted because, like I said, again, it is preview software. So that's that for the main apps. Money, search is just Cortana represented on your start screen. And Project Spartan, we're going to go into that. Mail, all of that. definitely new stuff. This is Outlook Mail. It has been completely redesigned from Windows 8. You'll be happy to hear, because I too was not really a fan of the interface that they were using in Windows 8 and 8.1. It did improve a little bit between Windows 8 and 8.1, but it never really got to the point it was like, hey, I want to use this instead of my phone. So I would just stick to my Windows phone on my Lumia 1520, which is recording this video, and I would use my email that way. So as you can see, we have tons and tons of stuff here. I don't have a touchscreen, so I can't show you everything, but you know, you have all these icons. You can basically figure out the way it works. It's very efficient. It's very nice. See, today, right now, I'll just click on this Flipboard email, and it'll display something over here. And this whole pane is for looking at your email while you can see what you have to sort through after that. So it's really pretty nice in that you can totally see everything. So we're going to go into the calendar app now. We don't want to take too much of your time. And I don't know what's going on here. I just like had a brain fart. Oh yeah. Okay, calendar. Calendar kind of comes married with the Outlook app. In fact, you can actually switch to it from within your email. So that's pretty cool because they do go hand in hand, and it's nice that Microsoft realized that. Now, as you can see, there's tons of stuff that's here, but there's not really, you know, it's basically what you'd expect from a calendar. It works very, very well. Again, preview software, so I haven't really messed with it a whole bunch, but I'm going to assume that, you know, it's pretty nice. I mean, this is more proof of concept right now than it is total functionality. And Microsoft has said themselves, this is preview software. You don't want to install this on your primary PC, although I have. And, you know, because it could crash and who knows what. But it's very close to being finished. And basically the only rough edges I've seen are the apps. I'm being completely honest with you. And that start screen glitch, which is kind of annoying. So let's go back to our start screen and look. We'll start menu. Full screen start menu. Don't want to get you guys confused. I haven't gone into people because I don't really like the idea of having my contacts on my computer. But OneNote, you know, we're not going to try all of these, but we tried all the big ones, I suppose. A lot of these are MSN apps, like Money, and, well, they were Bing before that, Sports, stuff like that. So we are good. The weather app is really quite amazing. I will say that for sure. I'm going to say, where do I want to live today? Australia, yeah, sure. Mexico, I don't care. Let's just go ahead. All right. So you can see this is a new weather app. It's very informative. It actually looks a lot like AccuWeather, kind of a little bit, from Android. And I'm really excited about this because it makes it super easy, because the app in Windows 8 and Windows 8.1 was just kind of like half-baked and you didn't really even know how to use it. You actually had to kind of learn. And this is just all kind of handed to you like it should be. I mean, it's weather and it's good. So as you can see, if you haven't already, many great things are happening to Windows 10. The next thing we're going to talk about is Cortana. Now, Cortana is pretty cool on Windows 10. I can't use her, unfortunately, because I don't have a microphone hooked up to my computer that's really good enough to actually read my voice without capturing all my computer fan noise. Oh, look what it says. It said, "What's on your mind, King Bowser?" You know that's who I am. Yes, you do. Anyway, so now it just shows you a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just at a glance awesomeness, quite frankly. So here you go, and that's Cortana. You can ask her all sorts of questions. If you have a microphone hooked up, the possibilities are nearly endless. You could ask her if she's married, you know, what Halo game's coming next, all sorts of stuff, and it's just really cool. And it works basically like it would on Windows Phone. You have settings, reminders, you know. Like I said, you guys are going to want to play with this yourself and figure it out and figure out all the glitches and all the fun stuff that it can do. So, well, she can do. It's not an it. It's Cortana. So, yeah. Now, what else is there to talk about? Ah, yes. Project Spartan. To launch Project Spartan, which will be called Microsoft Edge in the final build of Windows 10, you can go down here to your taskbar, or you can go to your Start menu and select Project Spartan. Now, I will warn you though that Project Spartan, while it's a very cool browser, is very slow still, at least for me, which could be due to our internet issues, but it's also very unstable. Like, for instance, when I install an application like a desktop like program and it wants to go to a web page, it'll bring this up and it'll just be completely like, it'll just crash out of nowhere, and it's kind of annoying because I really want to try this browser, but I get it that it's definitely not finished yet. One thing I do hope they bring into this new browser though is that is the ability to have extensions like Firefox and Google Chrome, so that we can compete with, you know, Google and Apple and all of those good guys like Firefox too. So that's Mozilla. So yeah, you know, there's tons of stuff. Here's your feedback button that you can feedback to Microsoft, and here's where you can draw on web pages, which is downright awesome. And I don't know how to really do it though, because I haven't tried it, to be honest. What is this? Eraser, highlighter, pen. Okay, so we want like red. Let's do red. Now I don't know. We're just gonna go to an article here and try drawing on it, because this is one of the major advertised features. If you've seen the commercials for Windows 10 yet, this is definitely something they talk about as Microsoft Edge. So, wow, this is taking forever in a day. And we have, wow. Last time we looked at it, it was like, you know, 13 minutes. Now we're in 24 minutes. Oh well. It's taking too long and it's frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Wow. I have no idea what just happened. Oh my goodness. This is not cool. Alright. Call in the big boys. Seriously, you're not opening? Don't do this to me. I'm recording for YouTube. Oh my gosh. Oh. What the heck? Don't do this. Why? Oh man. It's gotta unfreeze at some point.
Let it go! Let it go!
Wow. Major freeze. If we can't get to Task Manager, I'm not really sure what all we can do to get out of this. The whole thing is like completely frozen.
Let it go!
Okay guys, sorry about that little hiccup there. Project Spartan, I would not recommend messing with it while you're doing demanding applications, because it just crashed majorly. Like, I was locked out of Task Manager, I was locked out of everything. So again, definitely not finished. Preview software, preview software. Let's show you guys the get started. It's pretty cool, but it's definitely not finished. It's going to show you videos and stuff that's going to help you get accustomed to Windows 10. And of course there's all sorts of walkthroughs and stuff, and it's great because it brings up images and stuff and really great illustrations of how to get used to Windows 10. So I'm really excited about that. They're really making it a very streamlined experience to slip right from Windows 8.1 into 10, or right from Windows 7 into 10. So that's really great. Now, one last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to be out of your face, is the icons. That's one of the major things that's changed for this build. is they've updated the icons to be much more like Windows 7, much more easy on the eyes, and less yellow. I mean, gosh, they were so yellow in the last build, it looked like child's toys or something. That's actually one of the things that people said in Windows feedback. And they were right, because it did. But as you can see, these icons look definitely very modern. They don't look like Windows 7 entirely, but they do look enough. They look familiar enough that you won't get lost. So that's great, and that's the whole idea. So, as far as everything I've showed you, I think that's basically it. The only thing we've got left is Action Center. Now, Action Center is going to be completely, totally revamped throughout the various builds that are coming out. And it's really great, though, because you have all these quick access buttons that control your PC. And one of the main things I like about Windows 10 is you can automatically adjust your brightness very easily just by clicking on it, and it does it by increments now instead of a slide button. I kind of miss the slide button, but then on the other hand, this is actually much more convenient for quick use of the system, that you can just adjust it from 25 to 100, and that's 4 separate settings for brightness, kind of like a Nintendo DS or something like that, which is cool. So here's tablet mode. This is a new feature that they're going to enable on all Windows 10 devices that have a desktop. What is going on here? Hi Cortana, I don't need you right now. Dude, I mean, just chill. It's all good, you know? I don't need you right now. Go away. Like, go play Halo. What? No. Go away. Okay, here's tablet mode. Everything's gonna work touchscreen based. Like all your gestures and stuff are going to be touchscreen based in tablet mode. So yeah. And here's airplane mode, which just turns Wi-Fi off and stuff. And I guess you can pretty much get a hang of all the other settings. Settings is basically, it's not completely the replacement for the modern control, for the original control panel that you used to have in previous versions of Windows. It is still there, by the way, I'm going to show you. But it is the modern equivalent of doing it with touchscreen gestures and stuff like that. So we're going to go down here. If you right click on the start button, you will get access to the same menu from Windows 8, which has everything: control panel, task manager, file explorer, search, run, shutdown, desktop, everything you need down to device manager and disk management if you want to get down and dirty with your PC to get everything just wiped up and start over. So yeah, thanks for watching my video, guys. I know it's long. I had no idea it was going to be this long, but there's nothing I could do about it because it's just, there's so much to talk about. And, oh, we have one last thing. Task View. This is one of the major improved features of Windows 10 through the ages of various builds that have been released. You can X out of apps, and it completely fills the screen real estate with what's open in a large preview that you can see. And if you have a video playing, it'll actually be playing in this preview. And you can completely have total control over what's running and ways to shut it down as well. There's also another option that you can do if you enable desktop mode again by turning tablet mode off like this. You will have the option to click on multi-view and add a new desktop. And what that does is allows you to have another virtual window into what's running. So I haven't really gotten used to how to recall this stuff up yet, but you can move stuff on the various desktops. I don't know how to do it because I don't really have a use for it yet. I just haven't figured out a way to take advantage of that feature, but it is possible and it is able to be done. So that's every feature basically that is big and worth mentioning on Windows 10, other than this awesome new volume bar that is now horizontally controlled instead of vertically controlled, which I love because it allows for much more precise adjustments of things. So yeah, this is Windows 10. I'm really excited for the final build when it comes up to RTM, and I hope that you are too. If you're still running Windows 8.1, be sure to reserve your copy of Windows 10 today, as it will be free for 1 year. And you know that there's no reason at all not to upgrade. I mean, this is the most beautiful looking version of Windows ever. It's almost like a toy. It's so awesome. So guys, thanks for watching my video. Subscribe, like, dislike, leave me a comment, and I'll see you around. This has been Bowser64 discussing Windows 10 Pro Insider Preview build 10130.